Eggnog versus pumpkin spice. It's that time of year where we had the battle of the fall drinks. Today we're going to take that battle to a whole new level when we carbonize favorite fall drinks. Let's see what we've got today. We've got apple cider, which one of our viewers recommended, a pumpkin spice latte, peppermint tea, a peppermint hot chocolate, and then the king of all drinks, eggnog. We'll load each one on the tray. Here is the apple cider, the hot chocolate, the pumpkin spice latte, and the eggnog. Hey, who drank my eggnog? Kids these days. And last, our peppermint tea. It's getting dark. Let's go ahead and load this thing up. Time to seal it up. Now I've sealed the back of the carbonizer as well, and we've never carbonized anything with this much liquid before, so we're gonna have to see how it turns out. This is one way to heat up your drinks. Okay, it's been a couple days. We're gonna check out how the liquids did, but I'm noticing something interesting. We've got some kind of liquid that oozed out of the kiln here and is dripped all over this trash can. It could be pyrolysis oil, creosote, or wood vinegar. I'm not sure what it is. I'm leaning towards pyrolysis oil. Moment of truth. Let's see how the drinks did. Oh, look at all that coming out still. Not a good sign. I actually saw quite a bit of this and ran another load of wood through it. Now I'm really worried about what's inside of here, and the lid is stuck on. Oh yeah, what? That one's pink. So my wife saw this before I did and her face just lit up. I can't tell clearly from here, but what we see, and you should see in the camera, is all the cups are a different color. So that's got like a pink, purplish hue. That has a gold hue. This is kind of a reddish maroon, silver, and then char. Let's see if it looks better in the sunlight. They're surprisingly heavy still. Here's how they all turned out. Very different results, different colors, different amount of carbon. Can you guys tell which one was which? I mean, this one's a little obvious because you can see the tea bag in the bottom still. We've got the eggnog here, the pumpkin spice latte, the peppermint hot chocolate, apple cider, and then the peppermint tea. This is the peppermint tea, and you can see the tea bag there at the bottom, but not much else. Maybe a little bit of residue on the sides. I'm going to use this stick to try to get the tea bag out without breaking it. No, that's not going to work. So there's the tea, and there's the tea bag. Nice little carbonized tea. Used tea leaves and maybe coffee grounds would make a good char if you had it in a big quantity and were able to get it carbonized completely. So this is the eggnog, and you can see there's a lot of that milk solid and eggs and cream in it. Big old chunk of it in the bottom, and then the coating that was on the inside of the cup. Maybe you can see that a little bit better now that the sun's shining in there. Quite a bit of carbon. That's pretty hard. Yeah, that is really hard. I cannot get that out. That's as hard as a rock. We'll have to compare this to, you know, like the apple cider, because the apple cider looks like there's more carbon in it, but it looks lighter and fluffier. This is dense. It's like lava that's hardened. Next is the pumpkin spice latte, and we put the sleeve around it. So this is the sleeve. And we've carbonized coffee cups and sleeves before. You can see that in one of our first videos. There's not quite as much residue as the eggnog. Let's look at it in the light as well. See how hard it is. That's actually pretty tough. And that's likely the milk solids from the cream that was in it. It's a little bit more brittle. Oh, you know what? That sounds like little pieces of metal dropping in there. Yeah. Let's see if I can get more of this off the sides. Yeah, carbonized pumpkin spice. I love how this sounds when you drop it in different things. Listen. Sounds like I'm dumping a bunch of coins in there. And this is what we got with the sleeve on the cup. You can see the ridges from it. So this is the apple cider, and you can see the cup came out a lot of different colors. There's bronze and copper and kind of a pink color. And if you think about it, this is apple cider, and it is likely the acidity in the apple cider compared to the others that caused that to happen. So now to show you the inside, it's got quite a bit of carbon in it, but it looks a lot flakier than the eggnog. Yeah, it is not dense at all. It's kind of flaky. All right, let's break this up a little bit more. All right, let's pour it out and see what it looks like. Quite a bit of carbon there in the apple cider. So that's from the sugar and whatever pulp there might be. So this is the char from the candy cane. It's kind of glossy. And then we've got this char in the back that is from the whipped cream that overflowed the cup. Here's some on the edge. This is where the whipped cream overflowed. And the char on the inside of the cup looks like it's the char from the candy cane on the bottom, and then it's covered with some of that duller char from the whipped cream. All right, I'm gonna bust up the char on the inside of the peppermint hot chocolate. Yeah, and it's pretty solid. It's almost as solid as the eggnog. So yeah, this was definitely the candy cane, and I think some of the milk solids, and then the whipped cream on top. I'm gonna try to break this. This is actually pretty tough. Look how porous it is. So yeah, look at all this carbon. It's from the whipped cream, the sugar, the other milk solids, and then this is the candy cane. Oh, look, it's shiny in the middle too. I'll put this one back in the cup as well. So that's what happens when you carbonize eggnog, pumpkin spice latte, and other fall drinks. Let me know in the comments what you want me to carbonize next. We'll see you next time.